Hello, hello. I am Bridget Rowe. I am energy. I am powerful, and I am who I say I am. The purpose of this video is to talk about stop caring. That's going to be the title of this video. Stop caring. Okay, and I want to share with you what I mean about this, and this is to the women. Okay, sometimes we care too much. I want to share with you how the difference between a woman and a man is. Women are so nurturing and loving. We come up carried and told to, to express ourselves and how we feel matters and kissing bobos and all that. We have nurturing abilities. We have this unconditional love with our children, unconditional love with our parents. We care a lot. We care. Mother nature, the feminine energy cares. Mother nature reigns on the just as well as the unjust. But men love a little bit differently. Men show their love a little bit differently. Men show their love by action, not so much expressing it, and speaking it. They show it by action. They show it by providing, leading, professing, protecting, those type of masculine energy type things, like, right? But I want to bring to your attention, that there's a difference in the love. The woman has this unconditional love, but in the box, in the matrix, in this illusion of physical reality, when you're looking or wanting to be in a relationship, understand this one thing, that is not where unconditional love is in that box. The only unconditional love you're going to find in this physical reality is going to be your connection to your source, God, the universe, infinite intelligence, whatever you call it, the creator, creation, mother nature, that, and your children and your mother, that particular love. Now, you can exude unconditional love to anybody as a woman, but my point here is saying to you, men don't have that unconditional love for everybody like that. They they're more logical beings. See, women are the magnetic, and men are the more electric or the logic thinking beings. So they deal with logic, and the logic behind the way that they feel goes to what they put, provide, protect for, and make provisions with. That's the ones that he care for and love. But even with that in mind, that doesn't mean that when he says I do, so to speak, that it's going to be conditional. It's really mostly, that it's going to be unconditional. It's really mostly conditional. Because if you stop as a partner, you stop, I guess, what lured him in, your sexual energy, the cooking, the cleaning, the ego stroking. You stop doing those things for him, then you're going to find out real soon that was some conditional love that he had for you. It's conditional. So I'm saying to you to understand that men love a little differently. I'm saying that they love just a tad bit differently. They got these women in the physical reality that'll love a man that did them wrong, that barely beat them and didn't know when to end it, beat them, drag for them, but they would still love him no matter what. That probably, had multiple women and did all kind of wild things that were so disrespectful, but the love that woman will have for him, she feels as though it's like never ending type love. But a man on the flip, he could actually even be married and do different things outside of the marriage while married. The wife could die. The wife could die, and like I'm not trying to laugh on this sensitive moment, but this, I know of this incident. The wife could die, and then the next day he got his other woman that he's been dealing with to ready, just to move in the next day. So what I'm saying here is understand the dynamics of the game, or the situation, or the love, the different type of love that there is. You could pay attention to this with the love songs. The women have the love songs and about all the stuff that they'll do, and oh, I'll just please you, and if you were my man, and all of this here stuff that they'll do, and how much she's crazy about him, and she's stalking and riding around his house in an unmarked car type songs, and oh, how I love thee, let me count the ways type stuff. But when men make the songs, it's like, Charlene, if you're listening, come back home. I want to do better now because I took you for granted when you was here. Or I should have shown you better nights, better days. Type lyrics. Or she said, do you love me? I told her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry. Or, just the things that they think of when they exude love or like. It's about what they can get out of the relationship, seemingly. It is conditional. It's conditional. Anytime you see, it's funny to me because I really be laughing out loud when I hear a man say, "Ooh, I love my wife," and the wife sitting right there, "Ooh, I love my life. I'm telling you, ooh, yeah, I love my wife." It makes me chuckle in the inside, and I be saying to myself, "Oh Lord, what he did?" Because it is so funny in a sense. Normally, the woman be in a dynamic of the relationship where she's giving the 80 and the man is, doing his little 20. It'd be like an 80-20 deal. So the purpose of this video is to bring that awareness to you. And maybe you could flip the gauge just a little bit and allow maybe, how about you like that person that loves you? How about you like the one that really, really shows you that he cares about you first? The one that's gazing in your eyes, that wants to provide for you. Just think about it. And so you could maybe have like a 70-30. Maybe a 60-40. Just to have a little leverage where he's loving on you and you're in the receiving portion of that. The receiving energy. I mentioned in a previous video about Grandma and Papa, back in the day when Papa was providing, bless their souls, when Papa was providing provisions for Grandma. And I don't know the dynamics of the relationship, but what I'm saying here is, I'm not saying that any Papa, my Papa, or any man lives a perfect life where he does not cheat or step out on his wife. But what I am saying is, know that he loves you by him respecting you, providing for you, coming home because he wants to come home to you, leading you, being a great leader, and protecting. I feel like those things are important. And so if, for example, those women back in those days that was getting all the provision, if they were cheated on per se, let's just bring up that example here. If they were cheated on, they had the provisions and everything back then. So the other person that was getting a piece of that man was really just getting screwed. So I'm saying, just make sure that you're in a position in your journey, no matter what happens, where you're not just getting screwed, you know, where you're not just getting a wet ass, you know. That's what I'm saying. And I'm also saying care less, so you won't be as hurt and so bitter. I feel like if you have leverage in a relationship and the ability to care just a little bit less, that he should be happy to be with you, then you keep your power per se, you know. So when mad day come, or not mad day, but infidelity type situations come, you have the power not to be so bitter and, oh my gosh, I don't believe you, da 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 da, and losing your mind and going crazy. No, you're still in your power. You're still in your power. You're still including your feminine energy. And you're like, oh. So we get to see other people now, right? Great, I'll be back. Don't wait up. You see what I'm saying? That you have so much power where you can mirror. This is how you really keep a man on his toes too. You gotta be able to keep him on his toes too. You shouldn't always be the one on your toes. You already wear the high heels all the time. Well, you can mirror him if you in your power. You know, oh, we staying out? We staying out to 3, 4 in the morning, and oh, okay, it's my turn. You see, people will try that stuff on those weaker beings, so to speak, and they could get away with that for a long duration of time. And that person, that weaker being, will be home crying. Oh my God, I don't know where he is. I feel like in relationships, people try that on the ones that they can get away with that with. Just like with the bully. The bully don't bully everybody. You know the bully in school, they take the lunch money? Nope, I ain't never had a bully. Ain't never took my lunch money before. You know, it's certain people that you just don't mess with, because you know that they already have confidence and some kind of power, and that they will fight back some kind of way. So in a relationship, that's what all I'm saying is, you know, with those emotions, if you can handle those emotions, if you can master your emotion, you can master life. If you master your emotions, you master self. That's the thing here, mastering your emotions. And don't just give away your heart freely, especially to somebody in that box that's gonna give you conditional kind of love. No. You don't want to just give that. You want control of that. Your heart, your emotions, your feelings, how you feel matters. And so I feel like in some relationships, some men don't cheat and step out because of who they're dealing with at that time. Of how confident that woman is at that time. And how crazy she is at the same time too. And how strong she is. All these things really matter. They really matter. I just don't, I mean, every relationship is different. But if you're a type of woman that'll tell your partner, oh, okay, it's my turn now. I just feel like he'll be less likely to want to mess with you in that particular area, to want to disrespect you, to want to do, I mean, people do, they could go out and fool around in the bathroom if they really want to do what they want to do whenever, you know. But I just wanted to put that on your mind about your feelings, about handling the matters of your heart, and how keeping your power in a relationship is really important. Because I consult with women all the time, and they'll call and they'll tell me how they lost it. They'll say those words all the time. They'll say those words all the time. I lost it. I lost myself. I was so confident in the beginning, and I had my own life, and then what happened though? Then I started falling in love with him more, and then I started focusing on him more, and then I lost myself. So the way you don't lose yourself is just you don't give all of yourself. You keep it. You keep a majority of yourself for yourself. And you give a portion of that to protect yourself, to keep your power. So you don't fall on your butt for nobody in the physical, because man will let you down. See, we come up with this fairy tale type belief about this Cinderella story about Barbie and Ken, and about the house and the picket fence and the doggy and this little happily ever after. But life is what you make it. Whether you're married, single, divorced, life is what you make it. And if you are the creator of your reality, make it where you are in the driver's seat. You are in control of it. In control of your emotions, in control of your happiness, in control of you. And in being in control of you, you got to have you present to be in control of you. You can't just let you wander off and be in the arms of somebody else, thinking that they ain't going to have you always. Why would you trust that to human nature? Don't trust all of you to human nature and to a man. Keep some of your deliciousness, some of your essence, some of your love to yourself. Because you are in more need of your love than anyone, any day. Okay? So I want you to remember that, okay? Men and women love differently. This video was dedicated to the women who care too much. That give love, and they go from relationship to relationship, and they feel like they're giving and nobody's receiving it because it's just a little too much of love and they're too overbearing. You know, women and men get to a point in their journey where they don't want somebody to love them too much. It's kind of scary. It's kind of smothering. That's how it feels to the other person. So maybe you can heighten your awareness of it, of your emotions, your energy in motion. You see, you have to slow that motion back. And in reminding yourself of that, you can say simply to yourself, hold up. He don't love me like I love him. Slow down, because he don't love me like I love him. Back up, because he don't love me like I love him. Step down, because he don't love me like I love him. It's all about a healthy balance. But first, you must love self. Fill up on love so much for self. Then let it overflow. Let them receive the abundance of your cup that floweth over. And then everyone around you then gonna love you just like you love you. Be blessed.